Welcome everyone.
There's the sigil. So your name shall be known as that of a
I just wanted to do this little video. I know I'm supposed to do the whole critical journey where I play every single playable Kingdom Hearts port for the 4 on the most hardest difficult level there is, critical mode. But time is running out. I can still do this. You know, I can still do a whole live stream series and play critical mode for Dream Drop Distance for sure, and you can get it done before the release of 3. However, my love to Dream Drop Distance always has been strange. Okay, and this is when I realized that, you know, the Kingdom Hearts series has flaws in it, okay, and this is my whole experience, my whole love and or hate for the whole series as a whole. So basically, I would have done the critical mode playthrough no matter what. I would have just done it, but since I've already beaten this game and I've completed this one 100%, got every single trophy, I don't feel the need to anymore. We just play it again. I could. The problem with this sort of gameplay, I will have to say this, is that this is a crowd mode playthrough, like a critical mode. So that doesn't really count. But to really just go into depth of why I really don't like this game in particular is due to the fact, well, the story, this made me realize that most of this stuff really isn't planned out, and everyone has said this about the whole series. But this really opened my eyes because I never liked time travel stuff in most of the things that I've watched or read or anything like that. Anything to do with time travel is very risky, and you open up so many other plot holes and so many other stuff that can happen. Thankfully, Nomura tried to take this aspect of the whole time forward, past, you know, into consideration, but it still now, you know, screws over the whole thing that, well, no one really died. That was my main concern for this. No one's really dead in this whole series. And I understand because they want them into the whole final battle in Kingdom Hearts 3. But it just kind of irked me the wrong way, seeing like, oh, I went through all the trouble to defeat Ansem, Secret of Darkness, or I went through all the trouble to defeat Xemnas, or all these other people, but they're not dead. No one's dead. You know, it's kind of ruins the whole reason why there's a big fight, because if you go out on your way and defeat the main boss, and then he just comes back the next time, and you're just like, well, what was the whole point of that happening in the previous installments? But I digress. I still love this game, more so for the fact that it was a full-on statement saying, hey, the next game will be a fully licensed title Kingdom Hearts game. It will not be a spin-off, even though spin-offs really are not spin-offs. They're just, you know, little side things that have to be addressed before the release of 3, which sucks because if anyone goes into 3, just play 1, 2, 3. Boy, are you gonna be so confused. Now, it wasn't a problem for just jumping into Kingdom Hearts 1 to 2. You were a little confused, but not so much. You still got the overall journey, and I think that's what's gonna happen for 3. But that's why they're putting out so many videos to catch everyone else up, because now they're trying to market towards other people, towards Xbox, towards a lot of Disney fanatics who didn't get to play the first 2 or every other Kingdom Hearts installment in the previous light. And I'm not really too sure why people are upset that the Xbox people are playing it. I am sad that this is no longer kind of an exclusive Kingdom Hearts game, but at the same time, it really wasn't an exclusive. The main titles were for the PS2, but then you had the other ones that came out for the Nintendo DSi, the DS, the Game Boy, then you had the PSP, and then the 3DS, so it never really was a exclusive PlayStation game besides 1 and 2 and Chain of Memories. But other than that though, everything else came on like a Nintendo system, so you gotta take that. I will do a big live stream playthrough critical mode of 0.2. That's the one I really love to do. It makes me feel like I'm ready for the game. I am enjoying it, and I love every single second. It was a small little demo clip, but it still was fantastic. When I saved my money for my birthday. I didn't have a job at the time, and I went to the store. I purchased it. Boom, got it done. I didn't expect it to be that short. I didn't really think it wouldn't be that big of a huge installment, but I didn't expect it to be that short, nor that retcon, even though the more intents to do that a lot. But yeah, so that was retcon, you know. Mickey didn't save Aqua. Mickey didn't tell anyone about Aqua because Mickey didn't know that he had to save Aqua or left Aqua, because Nomura didn't even think to know about that stuff until years later. We just threw that in and said, hey, this happened. But I digress. So, a lot of spoilers have been popping up here and there of everybody who owns the Kingdom Hearts studio on the Xbox during the release of the one guy who got his hands on a illegally purchased package, and he began to sell the whole items. He sold 12 in total, I believe. And I don't know what happened to him. There's no stories about if he was caught, if he was fined, or anything like that. I messed up right here. I'm supposed to do the whole thing, and I pressed triangles to activate my Dark Aurora. That sucks. I don't know what has happened to him, but the people who had purchased the items, like they're in some of the states in the US, they begin to post little clips here and there onto YouTube. I've been doing my best to not really watch them. They don't appear that much in my recommendations, and whenever I do, I just block the channel and just, you know, or just ignore the video and say I don't want to watch it. But still, they always pop up because I have a lot of stuff, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts stuff in general on my YouTube. But the one thing I did listen to and watch was the main title things for Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm sorry for doing that. I truly am, but I have to say, this is one of my best opening titles. I loved every single one. My favorite out of all, though, is Kingdom Hearts 2, because I remember so much that I spent hours trying to beat Kingdom Hearts 1, and when I finally did, I ripped off the plastic seal from my Kingdom Hearts 2 PS2 PlayStation 1. I put it in. I remember sitting there and listening to the theme song and just thought, wow, I'm actually going to be able to play this. This is awesome. And looking back on that now, while listening to that song, I realized, you know, how kind of sad the music is. It doesn't make it that sad, but there's a feeling of emptiness. And come to find out within my life, there will be things that would happen which would upset me. Which is why I have such a huge sentimental touch of value to the series, of how much it relates to me and how much it really went through my whole life. But going back to listen to the music, I'm not going to say anything how it sounds. I will say though that there are people who don't really like it and prefer Kingdom Hearts 2. I could see why, but this one I have to say is better than 2, in my opinion. And if you don't like it, well, you know, that is also your opinion. But for 3, this one makes it sound, the waiting is finally over and we're getting it. And also to say this, is that Kingdom Hearts 3 really is the end of an era. This is the end of the final, what's the word? Of an era, basically. And pretty much, it's one that is, it's crazy to think about. I don't think we'll be able to go through that whole plague of darkness scenes where we play a game and we wait years or months or days and just wanting to know when the next installment's gonna be. You know, because I remember as a kid, I only had PlayStation 2. I didn't have a PSP, I didn't have a DS, so when I heard that Birth by Sleep was announced, I wanted the PSP to get Birth by Sleep, and I spent a lot of time just not really looking up videos for it, but I would see these images. I would go on into YouTube, Kingdom Hearts music, and I would see like a picture of Vanitas or Ventus Vanitas, and I was thinking, who is that? You know, I would see a picture of Eric, I see all this stuff, and I'm thinking, who's this? I never saw this person at all, and I didn't have any access to play the games, and so, you know, much years later where I got a DS, and I was able to play 35A and Recoded, and then I would purchase the 2.5 Final Mix for the PS3, and then 1.5 Ventus for the PS4 to play Blink My Sleep, and you know, now I know the story. Now I'm fully aware of the story. I'm playing the mobile game, even though I'm not like a hardcore person who grinds and grinds and grinds and spends money until the accounts, but you know, I still do it for the story, and at times it gets boring. I just only do it for the story, basically. I don't do it for anything else but the story. But Kingdom Hearts 3 is now the beginning of an era where, you know, we don't have to wait in anticipation. We'll know. You know, people nowadays have access to internet where they'll it can get leaks now. Back in the day, there was no such thing as leaks, not to my knowledge, because I didn't really have any access to any internet source, and maybe other people did not as well. But now, you know, the full game got leaked. Now images and screenshots and all this stuff. I remember back in the day, the whole Monsters Inc. debacle was happening, where people were saying, "Oh, Monsters Inc. is gonna be a playable world. Look at these leaked images and things like that." And then, sure enough, we got Monsters Inc. But you know, it's coming to an end. 3 will be the final one, then so on. There will be other Kingdom Hearts games. There will be 4 or 0.5, fragmentary side booth passage, whatever they want to call it. But it's just a weird feeling that I will have on that day, the 29th, when I get my copy. And I don't know how I feel about that. It's been such a long time since I've been able to feel like this. You know, I've played other Kingdom Hearts games and I enjoyed them all the way through, but 1 and 2 would always be my favorite out of everything. And 3, I hope and pray that it will be the same, because, well, a lot of games nowadays tend to just cut corners, and a lot of game companies have made me distrust many of the games that come out until I see like a review. But Square Enix and Nomura are the last people who I truly have faith in that they'll take time and dedication into this game. And I hope that I will enjoy every single second of it like I was as a kid. Because this is going to be a nostalgic trip for me, and a lot of nostalgia value for every one of you. And I can only hope for the best. I really do. I am going to record my videos. I don't expect people to watch it because I don't want people to get spoiled by all the stuff I'll record. I'm not going to do live streams. I'm just going to do regular recording. I will wait a while, or maybe even, I don't know. I would just like to wait a bit of time until I have all my good footage and everything done, ready to be uploaded to YouTube. This is just a huge moment, really. I never thought this day would ever happen, and it's crazy to even think about. It's such a weird thing that it's finally happening after 13 years. Well, we didn't really wait that long. We had other little Kingdom Hearts stuff here and there, but now we're finally gonna get it, and this will mark an era that we will take down to our hearts, that we will remember for years and years to come. And I just hope the game is good. I'm pretty sure the story will be good, everything will be good, the graphics, everything like that. Just the combat might be one thing which will turn off people because Kingdom Hearts 2 is such a nostalgic one where the whole combat system is much better. But I hope it's the same. Anyway though, I just wanted to say about Dream Drop Distance, I'm just fighting the final boss, just throwing it up there, trying to get access to the whole critical mode even though it's not that bad. I will do a live stream, hopefully sometime, maybe this Saturday or some other Saturday before the 29th of January. And with all this being said, I'm about to destroy Armored Vengeance Nightmare. I will be seeing you all next time, and thank you all for watching. See ya.